Good evening from the SBC News. The new president of Seychelles, Wavell Ramkalawan, has been sworn in during a ceremony at State House. After taking the presidential oath, the new head of state appealed to the country to come together as one. And he paid tribute to his predecessor, the outgoing president, Danny Faure, as well as those helping to build a better society.
From underground opposition activist to President of the Republic, a 30-year political journey for Wavell Ramkalawan that began with an incendiary sermon preached on radio and culminated with his swearing-in at State House this afternoon. Yesterday, electoral triumph, today, the full pomp and ceremony.
I, Wavell John Charles Ramkalawan, do swear that I will faithfully and diligently perform my duties and discharge my functions in the office of President of Seychelles.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of Seychelles, Mr. Wavell John Charles Ramkalawan.
As the chanting subsided, the new head of state gave his first address to the country as its leader. In a speech in front of around 300 people here, including 90 family and friends, the new president called on the country to unite. He asked people to remember to say thank you. He called on drug dealers to come forward, and he asked commerce to help out NGOs.
Give them the encouragement, and through this encouragement, they will help you by producing good people, by producing a society where morality reigns and where our people live with a purpose, the most important being hard work.
It was a speech charged with emotion.
The establishment of a legal framework for the transition of a previous president to a newly elected one is among the recommendations made by the Eastern Africa Standby Force Election Observer Mission following the 2020 general elections. The mission presented its preliminary report to the press and other parties during a press conference at the Ekarana Hotel yesterday afternoon. The EASF has also commended Seychelles for the smooth running of the elections.
In their preliminary report, the Eastern African Standby Force Election Observer Mission notes that the Seychelles general elections were conducted amidst the serious health pandemic COVID-19 and under strict guidelines from the Public Health Commission. The mission, whose aim is to evaluate in a positive, independent, professional, and impartial manner the integrity, credibility, regularity, and transparency of elections, has commended the Seychelles election process on several fronts.
This election was conducted within a context of a highly contested political landscape. SF Election Observation Mission noticed with satisfaction the high level of political maturity displayed by all the candidates during the election. The Election Observation Mission noticed with satisfaction that the general election was conducted in a calm, peaceful, and generally serene environment. Based on our objective assessment, EASF Election Observation Mission concludes that the election was free, transparent, and credible. The SF mission congratulates the government of Seychelles, candidates, the voters, the defense and security forces, and the media, and encourages them to continue to preserve peace and security in the country, which is a condition for sustainable development.
The observer mission came up with 7 recommendations.
To review the Political Parties Registration and Regulation Act. 2, election commissions to consider the introduction of new, innovative technological ways in the electoral process, from voters' identification to transmissions of results. To ensure use of appropriate polling booths and layout of polling stations to guarantee secrecy of ballot. To introduce legal framework for misuse of social media platforms during electoral process. To establish legal framework for the transition of a previous president to a newly elected one. To establish more effective compliant mechanisms to address grievances during elections. Last but not least, to reinforce voters' education.
The final report will be available in 3 months.
The United Seychelles Secretary General Andy Jean-Louis has indicated that the US is ready to assume the role of an opposition party in the National Assembly. He has congratulated Mr. Wavell Ramkalawan and the LDS following the results of the presidential and National Assembly elections. He said the party will be going through some restructuring as it embarks on a new chapter. Mr. Jean-Louis said that the election process has shown the political maturity of the Seychellois people and that democracy is being further strengthened. Have a pleasant evening.